Hello, welcome. Yes. How was your night? Did you sleep well? Great. Of course I can help you with anything you need. That's why I'm here. Of course I have lots of information for you. Different attractions? Absolutely. You have children traveling with you? Yeah, even if you didn't, I have plenty of things to do. Oh, sure, we can get something for the kids right away. Yeah. One of the nice attractions is the Salem Willows. Actually, it's really good for the kids. It's also great for adults as well. There are a couple of beaches on the Willows. There's mini golf. There's rides. There's a big carousel. It's very old. I think it might be the oldest carousel. I'm not quite sure. Right, there's a beautiful pier that you can walk out to and check out the Atlantic Ocean. There are gazebos, picnic benches, park, lots of seagulls. Yep. There's ice cream and popcorn. There's arcade. Excuse me. The arcade, the skee ball, lots of places to eat. Popcorn bars are famous for their popcorn bars down at Hobbs. Wintergreen, coconut, chocolate, vanilla, all different flavors. Oh, you definitely check that out. Fresh hot peanuts in the shell, and yep, it's fun. Yep, it's just, you park wherever you can find a spot. It does have metered parking in some of the areas closest to the arcades. Yeah, and they would play skee ball or any of those video type games and things like that. And a lot of the machines give out tickets that you can go and redeem them for different prizes and things. Kids like that. Excuse me. Yeah. Yes, I have directions for that, if you want to check that out. Absolutely. There's also seafaring museums. The Peabody Essex Museum is always quite lovely. The Witch Museum. Let's see, do I have a brochure? Witch Museum, which is what they had all the witch trials. Of course, you can take that back with you. There's a little map on the back that tells you where it is. Of course. There you go. Excuse me. I also have a guidebook for you to take if you want to. There's the Witch House, the House of Seven Gables. I think this is it right here, actually, which is really cool. Definitely, I recommend this one. Yeah, it's very nice. Sure, you can take that. I have plenty, don't worry. There's also lots of shops to walk around in, and there's eateries all over. Yeah, it's definitely a walking thing. Downtown Salem? Yeah, oh, absolutely. They even have the, are you familiar with the show Bewitched? Yeah, they have that statue there of her, right in the middle of everything, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll give you a guidebook. It'll tell you directions, index of different places that you want to go. It's easy to figure out. A lot of different things. Yeah, this there's plenty. Yep. Lots to see. Lots to see. If you're interested, yeah, absolutely you can take this. Of course. Yeah. No, that's why I have them. Yep, and I think I have one of the historic district as well. You can just take a browse at this. You can take any of these home with you as well. All the historic things. Just information for you, if you're interested. Sure. I seem to have a frog in my throat. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Of course you can take that. There's also lots of different places to, lots of restaurants to go to. Excuse me. You can eat actually at our hotel as well. We have a lovely restaurant here. There is Fiorenza Trattoria in Salem. It's a 5-star establishment. It's got Italian, it's vegetarian friendly, and it's got vegan options and gluten-free options if you need that. Most of them do. Most of them have those options. Turner's Seafood is a 4.5-star restaurant. They serve American fare, seafood, soups. Obviously, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free options as well. Red Sandwich Shop is mostly American food. It's like a diner. They have soups and a deli. Yep, same options there. Adriatic is a 4.5-star restaurant that's got Italian, Mediterranean. Yep. As well as the other options. Yep. They also have, let's see, Nathaniel's, a 4.5-star. It's a very nice restaurant. It's got American and European and contemporary gluten-free options there. Tavern on the Green is another 4.5-star. It's got American food. It's got like a bar, pub feel. It's just lunch or dinner there. Quick Bites, you can do Life Alive, which is a 4.5-star place to get a quick bite. It's very healthy, vegetarian friendly, vegan and gluten-free options again. Boston Hot Dog is a fun place. They actually have, it's a grill, but they also have vegetarian friendly and gluten-free options there as well. And another quick bite would be A&J King Artisan Bakers. That's another 4.5-star. It's a cafe. Yep. Want to give that a shot? Sure. And any of these that you want information for, you can. Yep, they're in the book. If you want, I can help you out with making any reservations that you might like. Sure. Nightlife. Okay. Well, there's quite a few. There's some pubs abound. There's also, to do with the kids, there's a drive-in movie at Winter Island, which is on the way to the Willows. You'll see it when you go to the Willows. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. They also have trolleys that you can take to go around the city. Cab, taxis, and if you need any one of those, I can make arrangements to have that to pick you up. You can rent a boat or a kayak. You can do some biking. There's walking tours. There's picnics on Salem Common. There's also a fast ferry to Boston. Yeah, you catch it right in Salem, and you can head into Boston for some nightlife there if you wish, or, yeah, I think I have the schedule, yeah. Under an hour, it's the fast ferry. There's a lot of things going on. Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, I can make arrangements of that if that's something you'd like to try. Sure, you can take a look at that. You want to take these back to your room and check it out? Mm-hmm. Oh, I also have, let's see, go here. Excuse me. I have this here. It's called Edible Boston. It's all things that are going on in there right now. All the different restaurants, and you can absolutely take this. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and lots going on. Yep. It's a lot of recipes. It's mostly for what you like. Since it's edible, it's mostly the restaurants and things that are there. Absolutely, you can take that with you. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yes. If there's anything you need, yeah. There's also a ferry that you can take to Misery Island. Misery Island is an island. It's out in the Atlantic, not too far at all. You can see land very close to where you are. It's just you need a boat to get to it. Mm-hmm. What's it all about? I could tell you. Yeah, I can tell you some things about it. It's the name comes from this. It's a ship builder. Robert Moulton. He was stranded on the island during a winter storm in 1620, and they named it Great Misery Island because he was miserable, obviously, being out there. So it was Great Misery Island, and there's another island a little bit, if you're looking at it from Salem on the right, there's another island. When it's low tide, you can actually walk across to the other island. It's called Little Misery, so there's Big Misery and Little Misery. And it used to have numerous structures on it back then. And in the early 1900s, there was a private club that catered to socialites from Boston and the surrounding areas. And there was a casino, a saltwater swimming area, a 9-hole golf course, all par 3s, of course, and a lounge. And then after several years, the business went bankrupt, and it was abandoned. And then the land was sold to private owners, and many of them built cottages on the island. And the records show this was like upwards of 25 cottages built there at one time. And then from 1916 to 1917, the Massachusetts State Militia Aviation Camp was an encampment of the Massachusetts Naval Air Militia on the island, and they had bases on there and things like that. And then in the 1920s, there was a fire that burned the majority of the structures down, and it was blamed on a brush fire, but many of the residents believed that they were set by visitors from the land, since the fire happened during an off-season when the owners were not there and the cottages had been closed for the season. And then 1940s, a seaplane hangar was built on the west side of the island, and it was used for private charters. Now the hangar has since been removed, but parts of the foundation can still be found along the beach. So if you're walking along the beach, you might be able to see, some of the foundations. Mm-hmm. And it was purchased by a nonprofit group during the late 1990s, which is the reservations, and it's used as a reservation, and it's uninhabited, no permanent residences there, but it is fun. It's beautiful land. This have paths and trees, and it's very lovely. Yeah, you can picnic there. There's a beach, a couple of different beaches. And then you can walk across. If the tide's low, you can walk across to Little Misery, and sometimes you can see, I think, a ship, I believe, because I used to walk on that island. There's a ship that tried to cross between Big Misery and Little Misery, and not realizing that it was, connected a little bit there. Didn't realize it was, shallow there and ran aground, and I think the remains of the ship still stay there. You can just see like the ribs of the ship or something. I remember seeing that there. I hope it's still there. But anyway, yeah, it's a very, very fun place to go. The kids used to collect pine cones and all different things. Yep, they do charge a small fee to go on to the island. The trustees of the reservation who will visit there, and it helps with the upkeep of the land, because they do keep it. They keep it up and they mow it and keep the paths clear and things like that. Yeah. Then there's a ferry. Yep. Yeah, it's something fun to do with the kids. Excuse me. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Well, if you'd like, you can just take that back to the room and go over it with the rest of your family, and let me know whatever you want to do. I can book something for you, or call you a cab or a taxi, anything you need. Okay. Would you like a mint? Yeah, they're actually spearmint lifesavers. Yep. Sure. You can take some for yeah, absolutely. Take as many as you like. I have plenty. Sure. Okay. And again, excuse me, whatever you need, let me know. I'll be more than happy to take care of it for you. Okay. Enjoy your day. Thanks for staying with us. Okay. Bye-bye.